Hello, good morning. Hello and welcome. I am in New York because it's a little solo Disney withdrawal day in a way. I ended up staying over, even though I'm so close, because I have a concert weekend. So last night I got to see My Chemical Romance, which was phenomenal. But of course, they don't really have a lot of association with Disney. But the band tonight does. Tonight is the Jonas Brothers. It was back-to-back hometown Jersey Boy show. Proud of both of them. Very, 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 very major, huge fans of both My Chemical Romance and Jonas Brothers. And they are completely different vibes, of course. But that's me. I'm also two different vibes. And it's going to be a fun solo day. The Jonas stuff is going to be a lot more coming up soon. But I do have some time this morning to explore around New York. And there's a Hamilton pop-up shop. So I'm not sure what I'm going to get in that footage-wise. But I figured let me head on down there. It's in Seaport. And I'm staying up in Midtown. But I'm so curious about this little pop-up shop. They're only doing it for this month. But of course Hamilton is now Disney property. So therefore, it counts as a little Disney withdrawal day before we get to all the Jonas fun. So come join. I jumped on a quick subway ride to head downtown towards Seaport, a place I haven't been in decades, to check out the Hamilton pop-up shop. Now I know Hamilton is its own entity, but since it's been exclusively available on Disney+, it still counts in my opinion to be a part of the Disney canon, and I understand why they picked this location while walking around Seaport. It's so peaceful, and a nice place of historical New York City. And then you have this, which is not peaceful, but still cool to see. It's also crazy that the Beast boat is still running because it was an unlocked memory when I was a kid. The pop-up itself was a theater kid's dream and filled with so many amazing Hamilton merchandise. It's the 10th anniversary, so of course they gotta celebrate its milestone. I love the designs of the sweaters, but they were designer pieces ranging around $400, which is crazy. You had your standard t-shirts and merchandise. A lot of it is available online, so although not sponsored, of course that would be a dream if it was. If there's anything that you like that you see here, it's easy to get if you're not in the city. Purchases are required, but I will wait till I'm back at the hotel to show. I did buy some stuff for Hamilton because we love Hamilton. So yeah, it's gonna be Hamilton and Jonas Brothers.
1 hour later.
Okay, I am back in my hotel, which I do still need to show off, but I have my Hamilton haul. So I didn't go too crazy, but it was so cute that they had this pop-up. It is limited. It's only for the month of August, and it's ending on September 2nd, apparently. But they had these reusable bags that were for a purchase, but I love Hamilton, so I got that. That's just to carry my stuff in. And then in terms of products, you know, we love a good pin, so I got the Hamilton pin set. It has a microphone, of course, the little silhouette, a quill pen, a King George's crown. So I got some patches here. This adorable pendant that says the world is going to know your name. This is just like a normal, cute little bookmark in a way. And then I got this book, Good Morning, Good Night, Little Pep Talks for Me and You, by Lin-Manuel Miranda. We love Lin-Manuel Miranda. And of course, this isn't necessarily Hamilton, but they were selling it there. And I adore Lin-Manuel Miranda. I need to read more. And this is so cute because this one is just more kind of a quips and a quick read, but just a fun motivational book. At the same time, I did stop in Midtown Comics on the way back, which they had a small Star Wars section, of course. I mean, Star Wars is very nerdy, but it's also Disney. So it's a little bit of sprinkle of Star Wars as well as Hamilton and the main event, Jonas Brothers. But I also ended up getting a comic, Jay and Silent Bob, Archie meets Jay and Silent Bob. And you would think this is not Disney related, but it is. And just wait, because I will be talking about Kevin Smith and Jay and Silent Bob in the future and their relationship with Disney, because there is connections. But I got this one shot. I'm not a big comic person, but it is a one-shot comic, so it's all self-contained in this little booklet. So I'm very excited for this, and it was on sale. So we love a good sale. Otherwise, here is my room. And of course I have all my stuff over here because I didn't do a fancy room tour when I first came in. But a nice bathroom, shower, and then a little boudoir area with a nice mirror. This is New York after all, so it's not big. I mean, most hotel rooms aren't, but it's just a standard king bed. I love this hotel though because it's a nice little fitness center. So you have your yoga mat here and a foam roller if you want. I have my signs I got from My Chemical Romance last night because they had some audience participation where you could vote if you wanted to kill someone. So yay or nay. And there was some left over, so I grabbed more so I can frame them. Our TV and a little coffee bar, which I love. I do not drink coffee, so this isn't really useful for me, but they have an English breakfast tea. I might try this later. Of course, this is caffeinated, so I won't do it tonight. And then my bed, and I will show later tonight how it looks because they have the best mood lighting. That is a highlight. It's so cool. So the board lights up, so you can see, you can change the colors, which I love so much. And of course at nighttime, when there's no other lights, this lights up the entire room and it's so cool. The best highlight of the room. So you can change the lighting here, but there's also lighting here, which is amazing. And this alone is a really cool factor in maybe staying here again. I do have plans to come for Comic-Con this year. I have a 4-day pass, so I am gonna come back and get a hotel. It's so much easier than trying to grab the train back every day. I can just be as local as I can and do a staycation and enjoy all the nerdum fun. But now it's time to get ready for the Jonas Brothers.
A few moments later.
I am concert ready now for the Jonas Brothers. I'm gonna head over, get my first train, and then head over to the American Dream Mall to see what's going on there. And then concert time. So there's a lot of excitement to look forward to. Who would have thought that the 2 times I've ever been at the American Dream Mall in my life have been this year, and only because of the Jonas Brothers. Normally Secaucus Station isn't that exciting at the train station, but because we have signs from MetLife Stadium and so much Jonas Brothers promotion, greetings from New Jersey Transit. So of course, this is gonna be the first time we see as I head over to the mall and get over and see what is all decorated because there's stuff going on. So as you can see, they really went all out for the tour tonight. So I made it to the mall and I was able to sneak over and catch the Q&A, at least see them. But as you can tell, the audio was not on our side, so I was able to get a good view of them to see in person. They were close to me between a barrier, but I had no idea what they were saying. But it's still awesome. Our first glance of the Jonas Brothers and then concert time soon. But it's exciting to be at this mall again. Like I said, it's the second time I've ever been at this mall, and literally because of the Jonas Brothers, I'm at this mall. But I'm gonna explore a little bit before the show, and then we have Jonas Con stuff going on at MetLife soon enough. So we'll check that out soon. They announced this last minute Q&A that was scheduled for 4 p.m., but I can only imagine how long all the people waiting had been there for. The boys ended up appearing around 4:30, and like I said, I was close enough to see them decently well, but since it was the inside of a skate rink, the sound was blocked out, so even though we tried, I couldn't make out what they were saying at all. I left early to grab some food before heading across the street to MetLife, where the concert was happening, but the crowd for them was still going strong. I got into the venue early to check out their Jonas Con pop-up, but it was insanely crowded and in such a small area, so we didn't stay there long. The concert itself was phenomenal and so special. Definitely one of the best and most magical nights of my life. The opening band was All American Rejects, another band I've loved and listened to for 20 years. And Tyson, the lead singer, is so unhinged and fun. It was a great band to get us all excited for the main event, the Jonas Brothers. Of course, this night was so special. It was the opening night of their tour, and we got spoiled with several surprise guests. Switchfoot came out to do a song. Jesse McCartney was a huge surprise and sang Beautiful Soul with the guys. And of course, the biggest one of the night, Demi Lovato had a mini Camp Rock reunion with Joe. Literally, it was such a healing moment for my inner Disney Channel kid and teenager self. It was so magical. Of course, I filmed so much of the concert that it'll be its own video, so I'll leave a link below for the full experience. So I am back in my room. That was insanity, and I am exhausted from the 2 concerts because last night was My Chemical Romance and tonight was Jonas Brothers, and I can't think of anything better. Genuinely, the 2 bands have literally shaped my life. Both of them are so important to me and in different ways, but I've been listening to them both for over 20 years, which is crazy. And of course, Jonas Brothers was all about celebrating their 20 years as a band, and obviously Disney was very important to them, as I mentioned. And of course, Demi Lovato came out as a guest and they did Camp Rock. It's almost 1 a.m. right now. By the time I got back to the hotel room, I have more thoughts and I will talk about them tomorrow. Brand new day. But this was such a wonderful, special weekend, especially today, because not only did I have a little mini Disney withdrawal day, but like the Jonas concert, I've been looking forward to this forever, and I'm so grateful I got to see them earlier in the year with JonasCon, which was such a wonderful, special experience that I'll never forget. But this tonight, they pulled out all the stops. My mind is blown. It was so much fun and so special to like me, so many people, I'm sure. Like, oh, it was like phenomenal, amazing. I'm gonna continue to keep praising it. And again, we have another stop we're going to. We're doing the Camden date. It was supposed to be Philly, but they switched, so now it's in Camden. So 2 Jersey shows we got, but nothing will beat MetLife and the opening show, and wonderful, fantastic, amazing. Like, I just admire them so much, and my love for them, of course, like, just came back tenfold over this past year with everything that they've done, and I'm such a fan, but I just admire them so much. And again, I have so many more words, but it is so late and I need to go to bed, so we will continue this very soon. I just got out of the shower, but I forgot there was one more thing that I wanted to show, and that was the lights in this room. So if I turn off the lights, then you can see how cool this looks. This is the best thing ever. So of course at night is when it really comes to play, and if you know about me, you know I love a good color changing light. I mean, my desk has this. I love it so much. This is so cool. And you can do the entire rainbow. Like, look how cool this is. Oh, here it is. There we go. Like, if you want to match the My Chemical Romance vibes of hell, there you go. I'm very easily impressed, but this is so awesome. And I literally would stay here for this alone. It's so freaking awesome. So, I mean, I don't sleep with this, of course, but I just love the vibe. This is my entire aesthetic. And I think you can change. So it like strobe lights. I don't know who would want this though, because you would not be able to sleep with that. Okay, that's it. That's my room. I love this room as well. I just keep picking random hotels, but like this is an awesome hotel as well.
The next day.
Hello, good morning. It's the next morning. I am now in recovery mode from one of the best weekends of my entire life. I already got my Jonas Brothers merchandise because I did wait for Jonas Brothers merch. I didn't get any My Chemical Romance merchandise because a lot of the lines were insane and most of the stuff they sell online. So I'm gonna order that online and just, you know, pay for shipping and everything because there was some cool stuff. And I don't have any merchandise for My Chemical Romance, ironically, even though they and the Jonas Brothers both have been insanely important bands in my life. And I don't know what can top this, genuinely. But I'm getting all packed up from my hotel. My hotel was wonderful. Like I know I've been saying it for the last with DC. It's weird to like find your loyalty, but ever since I got in with the like IHG rewards and hotels, like they're legit and they're a little bit more luxurious, but not too crazy. So obviously not sponsored, but I have really liked the hotels I found, and at least I know what to look forward to next time, because the next New York event that I have where I'll be staying in the city, not at my best friend's apartment, is for Comic-Con, because I'm gonna go for 4 days for that and nerd out. But this was the concert extravaganza. There's more coming soon. So as always, I hope you have a magical day and I will see you real soon.